Okay guys, so here's part 2 of the derivatives of inverses. So right here is kind of the general formula that we kind of found out from up above here. So if we have f of a equals b, so that's a point on your original a comma b, then on the inverse, it's f inverse of b. Remember, you switch the x and the y, so the y will be in here. The derivative of that is going to be the reciprocal of the derivative of a. Okay, so f prime of 2 is equal to 12. So the inverse at 8, the derivative of that is going to be 1 over f prime of 2, which is 1 over 12. Okay, so now to apply it into the chart. Now this chart, these two questions in this chart is actually on page 5 of your notes. So if you wanted to reference that, that's where that is. All right, so first thing, we've got the inverse of f at 3 and then the derivative of that. So the way that I kind of work it out is, all right, on f, that's going to be my y value because the inverse is switching x and y. So I go to the f and it's x comma y and I find my y value. So my y value that matches with 3 is going to have an x value that corresponds with it. So now when we do the derivative of that inverse, we're looking for 1 over f prime of 1. Okay, so that's what the inverse derivative is going to equal. So we're going to find f prime of 1, so that's 2. So that's going to equal 1 over 2. So the inverse derivative at 3 is going to be 1/2. Okay? So same idea, we're going to work backwards. So now we're dealing with the function of g. So I start out with my inverse, we switch x and y, so that's actually meaning that my y value is -2. So I go to my chart and I go to the g, and I want to find where is my y value -2, so that's an x value of 1, so 1 comma -2 is on g. And then to find the derivative of the inverse at -2, it's actually 1 over the derivative of g at 1. So we're going to have to find the derivative of g at 1, which is 1. So 1 over 1, that's going to equal 1. Okay? And that's how we would approach these types of problems. So I want you guys to try those multiple choice and that chart, and then we can discuss those after. All right, good luck.